Well, we are live. Welcome to Live Lab part number 3. My name's Paul, and I am a job seeker. This is the end of my second week of a job search, and I've been making a few videos to make a portfolio for myself. But today, I'm going to show you how my tools are working. So I have, let me just make sure I have this right here. Downloads, boom, 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 boom. I'm going to move this over here, and we're going to share a screen here. Um, all right, share screen. I figure if churches can do this every Sunday, I can figure it out too. All right, share screen, entire screen. Ba, 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 ba. And we're going to go like this and do that one. Share. Nice. Here we are. Okay, so to show you what I've been up to, I have set myself up just a little bit here. I have my website. I have NotebookLM uh, instance that is not quite set up with a title and name and folders or files or anything like that. So it's blank. And then I've got ChatGPT set up, and I've created a project over here. And I'm not sure if yeah, good. My mouse is showing up there. Good. So these are the tools that I've been using, and I wanted to just show you how I'm doing it. The goal for me, and hopefully for those of you who are watching this, is just to save a lot of time. And I think that just introducing people to these tools will, well, first of all, give you a different perspective on the job market and how things are going right now, and it also might encourage you to think differently about how job search works. What do I mean by that? I mean, you actually probably don't need to do a lot of the things that you're doing, especially if you're older like me. And at the start of it all, it's going to feel like you're cheating or you're being lazy because you're not using the work systems that you're used to using. Uh, but the reality is, you just don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to do the things that you're used to doing. So, without uh, further explanation, here we go. This is what I've been doing. Now I have. I'm going to show you this. This is my resume folder, and this is Notebook LM, and you can, if you want to follow along uh, from this point forward, you can go to paulwolf.ca. You can go to downloads and download a workbook that accompanies this whole series. And right now, for those of you who are interested, I update this book at the end of every one of these live labs. So this is the one right now, part 3, April 5th. And these two are already up there. These two are more of a formal PowerPoint type presentation. This one here is it's a walkthrough. So you can go through that. And then one of the things that you can follow along, you can read a little bit about what I've been up to. You can learn how to log into these programs, figure out what they're for. I'm not 100% happy with the write-ups on this, so I'll probably change it. I do want you to know that these docs are growing all the time. So go back and re-download this PDF after each live lab. And finally, you can use at the very end of this whole thing a prompt pack. This prompt pack is a list of, right now, I think it's 20 prompts that you can use in your job search. And it will help you figure out what tools to use. And I haven't put that in there. I basically put an objective, the prompt, and the expected outcome for each one of them. It will help you become familiar with these tools. So I'm going to leave this prompt back open on a different screen so that you don't need to worry about that in your face the whole time. But I'm going to use them. Move that out of the way. I'm going to use them as I move along. So there you go. That's where you can find it. Downloads, paulwolf.ca. And now we are starting. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to grab my documents that are my resume and cover letter, and I'm going to put them into Notebook LM. I want to make sure I do this right. My computer is a little slow because I'm asking a lot of it right now. All right, here we go. Um, so I've dragged the PDF documents into Notebook LM. And what I have is a cover letter that I put together for the city of Thunder Bay. I applied for a cultural development coordinator job and didn't even get a call back because I did such a terrible job of it. And that actually is why I'm doing this. I've got a general resume. This is the resume that I actually have from on the website. And again, this is horrible. And you can watch the other videos as to why this is horrible. And I probably will end up replacing this on the website as well. And then I have a second copy of it. Nice. So, but this general resume is a PDF of everything I have in my LinkedIn. And in fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create another resource. So just I'm walking through exactly how I do this. And I'm going to change the title on this just to, can I do that? Okay, here we go. I'm going to go to LinkedIn and I'm going to grab my entire LinkedIn profile. Should help. So this is what I would encourage you to do as well. Is I would encourage you to do 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 do. Does it have it all? Show all 7 experiences. So this is everything I have. And LinkedIn's actually kind of a funny thing because I have way too much information here, but it's sort of where I've been keeping it all. So it's my experience, and I'm going to go to rather than explain what I'm doing step by step, add file. Yeah, rather than do it, I'll just explain how it happens. Job search. Oh, that's I'm in the wrong one. Okay, so add a paste. Paste text. This is my experience from LinkedIn. One of the things I really enjoy about all of this is the fact that you don't even need to fuss over the formatting. And I think that's one of the things I've noticed as I've aged is that I used to really worry a lot about formatting and whatnot uh, back in the days of doing proposals. And now computers don't really care. Uh, and I've also noticed the way older people organize their desktops as opposed to younger people. Because we're so used to powerful search these days, um, younger people just throw everything in a folder, in a one folder, and they will let the search functions of whatever program they're in just take care of it. They will just do it. Uh, let that happen. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to naming things each in order and then doing the first level of search myself, but it just isn't necessary anymore. So now what I have is my cover letter, which was a PDF, my general resume, which we showed, pasted text, which doesn't even have a title, but that's my education from LinkedIn, and pasted text, which is my experience from LinkedIn. I have those 2 copies of my resume. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one because that's a duplicate and it's not necessary. So now I have all of those things. The first thing I want to do now, you can experiment with this. So, one of the things you can experiment with, and I'll drag this prompt pack over just so you can enjoy this here with the prompt tag. You can say, understand how your current job experience maps to the resume pain cycle. So, because you have to go over and over and over, rewrite over and over and over your resume, um, it is awful. So one thing you can do is you can say, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on here. It'll be good. I'll add this up here. I'm gonna put that prompt in there. So what I'm asked is list the ways my current job search frustration match the stages of the based on your information provided. There's no mention of the resume paint cycle. So okay, that's good. So what I'm going to actually do then is I'm going to put this document in because that will help me. That'll be fun, actually. Good. So here we go. So I've taken the Live Lab workbook off of. I just downloaded it, and I'm going to put it into this upload resource. Boom. Oh, I got it chugging. Man, I wish it was just during these live things. I wish it was just easier just to go, well, hey, how's sports and all of that. But right now, I have this thing bogged down. Okay. Very interesting. What is happening? I feel like I am crashing out on my live session, which is a good experience to have because it allows me to take this serious skip. There we go. I had a pop up on another screen. Kill that. Kill that. All right. Finally got that working out. That's the problem when you have too many screens up and running. Okay. So we're going to add a session. Boom. Add a resource. Boom. Not discover resources. Add a resource. Upload source. No. Add source. There we go. So now I've uploaded the workbooks, and let's try this question one more time. Try again. Boom. Try again. So it's going to map my resume to the pain cycle. And what it's saying is right now, digital divide, repetitive data entry, customization fatigue, ATS gatekeeping. So that's the workbook. And I'm going to say, based on what I provided, can you help me with next steps? Okay, acknowledge and understand that you have pain points. So it's just coaching me along, and I don't mind that. I think that's pretty good. But I actually want to be a little more practical rather than theoretical. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my Indeed account and pick out a job that I am already interested in. Okay, so community engagement coordinator. This is an organization I used to work for years ago, and they're looking for a community engagement coordinator. And actually, I like the Thunder Bay Community Foundation quite a bit. In fact, I have a very soft spot in my heart for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as an example, and I'm going to take this whole thing, like I did uh, with my LinkedIn, and I'm going to put it into here, paste text. Some of you are saying, well, I could have written a resume by the time you've gone through all of this. 16 minutes. Take it easy there, folks. Once you get going, you'll enjoy it. All right, so jump to the bottom. So I've pasted that in, and I'm going to go back to my prompt pack, and I'm going to say, here's a job description, pull out 10 qualifications. I don't like the way this PDF looks, but that's just me being fussy. I may actually do a Word version of this for the sake of it all. Okay, check out the Community Foundation one. Okay, so, I've reviewed the job description for the Community Engagement Coordinator, and this is what the 10 things that they're looking for right now are. And this is where, the magic happens. They're looking for community connections, partnerships, engaging campaigns, meaningful storytelling, relationships, strong communication skills, organizational skills, interpersonal skills, and creative thinking. So you want to be able to make a passion for making impact. Okay, so the next question I would say is based on my resume. What makes you qualified for this job? And the notebook is going to go through everything that I have. Is you have a direct experience as the executive director of the Community Foundation, Knowledge and Publications. I actually know how to do communication skills. I'm an engaging coordinator. And the nice thing about all of this is that it actually references your material right here. So these references will show you the specific document that you put in as the source guide and where that it's referencing it. And for people like me, I just like to know that I'm not like this thing is not making stuff up. And if it is, I need to be able to correct it. So I need to know what that means. So as the marketing director of this, as I said, I led regional communication programs. As a clergy person, I did this. So that's the nice thing about it. Then the next one that we can do, and I'll go to the prompt pack, I'll just read it rather than pasting. Let's just pick one here. Yeah, I'm going to pick one to optimize the resume here. Okay, yeah. I'm going to do a revise revise this. Revise my resume so that it contains let's see if it can provide it as a PDF. So it says revise my resume so that it is a factual and chronological representation of my work experience tailored specifically for this role. So I don't know if it will do it, but I'm unable to provide a resume as a PDF. So, but what you can do is you can then and honestly, this is what I do. I will then take it and go to the job search. And I'll put this in, and then I'll say at the top here, revise this into a resume. Okay, revises work experience into a quality ATS friendly resume. So it's going to polish this up and it is going to motor through all of this. And when I think about the amount of time, so we're 21 minutes into this live session, it it would have taken me a day to fuss over all of these words. And truthfully, a lot of this stuff is absolutely accurate. There are words in here that I find that don't reflect me. So what I tend to do after all of this is I kind of break down each individual section here. So I will break down this entire section on what I did at the community foundation or what I did at BDO, and I will make sure those words are accurate given what I'm writing. Then what you can do, and again, I'm going to say ATS resume revision, and I'm actually going to stop that just to show you that these job search projects, that right now is a file right here. It's a chat. It's its own chat, right? So I'm going to put this job description. Yeah, I'm going to also put this into GPT. So community engagement coordinator. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to put it also into GPT. Um, I'll put some instructions at the top here. This is a job that I want to apply for. And if you wanted to, you could put, I'm just going to do that there. I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to just